This is Atsuo. Thank you as always for watching my videos. We're going to do a grand tour of all the plants at our home before summer. First of all, as you can see, we have about 50 fig trees planted out here in the field. I think that growing figs on this scale is really top class, even in Japan. First up is the lemon. Lemons are said to be sensitive to the cold, but even here in Japan, where midwinter temperatures can drop to around -7 degrees Celsius, they're growing strong every year. This one here is a persimmon. There are both astringent and sweet varieties, and this is a sweet persimmon, a delicious one that's often planted in Japanese gardens. This is horseradish. It has that sharp wasabi-like kick that's just irresistible. This one is actually an overseas plum that we've brought in from outside Japan. It has really interesting flowers with lots of petals, and it's kind of a mystery, but it produces a delicious yellow plum. This is a Juneberry. Juneberries attract a lot of birds, and people who enjoy bird watching often plant them in their yards. Taste, it's similar to blueberries, and in Japan, it's also used for things like jam. This one here is called a bio cherry. It's a hybrid between a plum and a cherry, and it sets fruit well, even on a single tree. This is a hazelnut, and we have several different varieties planted. This is a grape, and we've planted 2 varieties called Steuben and Pot Red 1. That is called basho, which is a type of banana plant, and it's extremely cold hardy. Now, this is a crepe myrtle. It has very beautiful flowers that bloom for nearly 100 days, making it highly ornamental. Just like the basho, it's extremely cold hardy and can withstand temperatures to about -10 degrees Celsius. All right, shall we take a little look inside the greenhouse? This is a fruit called pitangatsuba, and it has a wonderfully tropical flavor. Sweet, juicy, and absolutely delicious. This is a mango. It's a mango grown from seed, and it inherits the same traits as the parent tree. Alright, this is a seed-grown K-apple. You don't really hear much about fooding reports in Japan. If anyone outside Japan has harvested and tasted it, please let us know in the comments. This is a Cedar Bay cherry. We were able to harvest plenty of them this year, and we ended up making jam and enjoying it. Next, this is a variegated curry leaf. Variegated curry leaves are quite rare, even here in Japan. This is a variegated coffee tree. And additionally, here's a variegated taro. The yellow variegation is really quite ornamental. Alright, this is the well-known tropical fruit, jabuticaba. It's originally from Brazil, but even in an unheated greenhouse in Japan, it flowers and fruits reliably every year. From my experience growing it, it seems to have cold tolerance down to around freezing, as long as you protect it from frost and cold winds. This is tamarind. And this one here is a jackfruit. And this one here is an avocado. And this one is a black sapote avocado. This is a pitangatsuba, and it's actually the parent plant of the one we saw at the beginning. It's got these very characteristic flowers blooming. This is longhorn. It seems to be used in Chinese herbal medicine and such, but it's also really delicious just eaten as a fruit. This one is called blue lily kiri. And over here is a sapodilla. This is a Taiwanese type of jabuticaba, also known as escarlate, which produces slightly reddish fruit. There are many varieties of jabuticaba. Alright, this is a Birba deliciosa. It's somewhat similar to an Adamoya, and is said to have a very sweet, delicious flavor with a yogurt-like taste. It's also extremely tasty when chilled or frozen. It's a kamukame, which is quite rare, even within Japan. This is lychee, also called reishi. In Japan, a few decades ago, it was mostly imported, but recently it seems to be grown quite a bit in warmer places like Okinawa. This is a variegated taro. It's so pretty and beautiful, but you can still eat the tubers just fine. This is a variegated Musa gracilis. The leaves have an extremely beautiful coloration, almost like they were painted with a brush. These kinds of beautiful plants are also popular to grow indoors as houseplants. These are galangal and a variegated shell ginger. This is a fruit called bamaisha. It looks a little under the weather, but you can see new shoots coming out, so it's actually doing fine. It's also known as a peanut butter fruit. This is an avocado with multiple varieties grafted onto it. It has Mexicola and a Forte grafted on. This is a miracle fruit. It's an interesting fruit that can change sour things into tasting sweet. This is a strawberry guava. Among guavas, it's a variety that has excellent cold tolerance. This one there is red fruit. By the way, this one here is the commonly distributed type of guava. It has a bit less cold tolerance than the guava we mentioned earlier. I've been growing this guava for quite a while, but it still hasn't flowered yet. This is a slightly unusual fruit called heilauhu. It has flowered, but it hasn't set any fruit. If anyone knows how to get it to fruit, please let me know. There are a lot of different plants placed here. You've got things like Plumeria, Strelitzia, and a plant called Gekabajin, all grown in pots. I also like agaves and palms, so I've got all sorts of different plants like this. This one here is a chamarace. From the main trunk of the chamarops, you can see a bunch of offshoots coming out like this. This is a palm called Brea armata, which has beautiful silver leaves. This is passion fruit. I have 2 varieties planted here. This is a finger lime. We actually have nearly 20 different varieties of finger limes at home. This is an acerola. It seems that if you prune it aggressively, it sets flower buds more easily. We're able to harvest plenty every year. This is moringa, a plant that's quite well known in the Philippines. You can add it to salads or soups and use it in all sorts of dishes. It's a superfood packed with nutrients and also really delicious. It's kind of like a spice, and if you add it to curry, it gives it a green curry flavor and makes it delicious. This is an Indian jujube. It's actually quite a difficult fruit to get to the fruiting stage in my growing area. This is a macadamia nut. I found that it's actually very cold hardy. Under the eaves, it was able to overwinter even in conditions down to about -7 degrees Celsius. It's actually a relatively easy fruit tree to grow worldwide. This is a Costa Rican guava. It's bloomed for the first time this year. If anyone has tasted it before, please let me know what it's like. This is a Cedar Bay cherry. It's got a lot of flower buds on it, and the red fruit really resembles cherries. This is a fruit called an orangeberry. It has a beautiful, translucent pinkish flesh that looks really lovely, but the flavor's honestly a bit underwhelming. So in this way we have not just in-ground fakes, but also literally hundreds of potted ones lined up. Each one has a label, so that the variety is clearly identified. is also a plum. We also have cherries and various kinds of fruit grown in pots. This one here is a vase-shaped type of Juneberry called Regent. This is a feijoa. Feijoa is an edible flower, meaning you can eat the blossoms. The fruit itself tastes a bit like a mix of pineapple and guava, and is really delicious. Both the flowers and the fruit are tasty, and it's a fruit that's been gaining popularity in Japan recently. So, in this way, we have a fig planted in a large pot. This one is a 3-year-old seedling. We've also set it up with a hose so it can be watered automatically. Our symbolic tree at home. This is a cocos palm. This is the carport, where we park our car. But even under the carport, it's completely taken over by ferrets. And this here is the field. There are a whole lot of vegetables that my family's growing. What you can see right now is watermelon. So that's how today we've gone around all of our plants, from the field to the greenhouse, and everything in between. If you enjoyed this video, please do subscribe to the channel and hit the like button. There's still a lot of Japanese plant cultivation information that probably hasn't reached people overseas yet, so I'd like to keep sharing all sorts of info going forward. I'm also on social media, so I'd be happy if we can exchange information there as well. See you in the next video. Goodbye.